Hello and welcome to the next video of this series, the lowercase letters, the cursive writing actually. Now, we already learned this letter C, A and O. So if you remember the first video, I talked about the upper zone, the middle zone and the lower zone. The lower zone. So we learned C, A, and O. All these comes under the middle zone because they haven't used this zone or the lower zone. So today's class we're going to go down to the lower zone. But what we practiced will play an important role here. So this is the letter. Can you guess what it is? Bringing down to the lower zone. Yes, it's the letter G. You need to practice it really slow because there are so many things you must keep in mind while practicing the letter G. This is going to be the base for the other alphabets that you're going to learn further. So starting with the hook, followed by not touching the blue line here, bringing the line straight down to the lower zone and making a loop. Here you need to focus on two things. The length of the middle zone and the lower zone, they are the same. That's the reason I'm asking you to practice using a 4 lines note. Okay, so when you're writing it in a singular line note, it changes. But for practice, make sure you follow this. And also the width of the middle zone, right? This must also be the same. Look, they must be parallel when you draw a line here. So let's practice this letter again. The letter G. Bring it down straight, okay? You may find some going like this. See, a curve. That is real because it's not slanting. Everything will look, in a different slant. You need to draw a straight line. You need to start moving your hand in a way that, you get perfect slanting line downwards. So here, I'll just show you what you must avoid. A very narrow lower loop. You need to avoid that, or an exaggerated lower loop like this. This may seem good for calligraphy, but not for regular handwriting, especially for practice. Practice the regular G, and according to your mindset or your personality or your behavior, it may go up like this or like this. But if you want to change, go with this G. The letter G again. Okay, that's all about the letter G. So just take some time to practice in your note. Okay, so this place, you can touch it or just leave it off like that. Both is fine. That's all. That's the letter G. So take your time to practice. The lower zone loops are extremely important. You need to draw a straight line and then curve from half. Okay, do not do it like this. Do not form a geometrical, sharp triangle. That's a bit weird. Okay, so let's just do all those three alphabets again. A, O, with or without the upper loop. Today I'm going without the loop. And then the letter G with a line that goes down to the lower zone and up here like that. Okay, so that's the letter G. Be conscious whenever you write the letter G today, like any paragraph or test, even test, just focus on how you write G. Take your time. So practice takes time. Be slow while practicing all these letters. When you rush, it's not going to look good. See, when you're practicing G like this fast, it gets weird. Okay, so take your time. Slowly you need to practice the letter G, and then while writing normally you can increase the speed. Okay, yeah, so that's all about today's class. So we'll see in tomorrow's video. We'll learn another letter. Bye bye.